Welcome back to GH Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the issue brewing in Port Charles as multiple storylines reach critical points, creating a perfect storm of drama that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. Charlotte Cassadine's world is crumbling around her as she faces the heartbreaking prospect of saying goodbye to her beloved father. The father-daughter duo finds themselves in Buenos Aires, where the situation has escalated to dangerous levels. Valentin Cassadine, ever the protective father, recognizes the growing threat surrounding them and makes the painful decision to send Charlotte back to Port Charles. "It's time for you to go home to your mother and Rocco," Valentin likely tells his daughter with a heavy heart, knowing this separation is necessary for her safety. The farewell between them is particularly poignant, filled with unspoken fears and desperate embraces. Charlotte's concerns for her father are well-founded. Unknown to her, the WSB has dispatched assets to Buenos Aires with specific orders regarding Valentin. Jack Brennan received confirmation of these assets' deployment, and with a kill order hanging over Valentin's head, the danger is imminent and very real. The young girl's intuition tells her something terrible might happen to her papa, creating an emotional weight that no child should have to bear. Meanwhile, Jason Morgan and Anna Devane are racing against time to reach Charlotte's last known location. Their collaborative efforts have brought them to a crucial juncture in their mission, but Anna's experienced instincts are triggering warning signals. As they sit in their vehicle preparing for extraction, she can't shake the feeling that everything is falling into place too neatly. "This feels wrong," Anna might whisper to Jason, her years of spy craft making her suspicious of convenient solutions. "Valentin wouldn't make it this easy unless he wanted us to find him." Her concern that they're walking into an elaborate trap set by the cunning Cassadine adds another layer of tension to an already volatile situation. The WSB's involvement complicates matters exponentially. With professional assassins potentially converging on Valentin's location, the stakes couldn't be higher. Will Jason and Anna reach Charlotte and Valentin before the WSB operatives? Or is Valentin already 3 steps ahead, using their rescue attempt as part of his own elaborate escape plan? Back in Port Charles, Jordan Ashford is playing a dangerous game of her own. Having developed what she believes is a foolproof strategy regarding Jen Sidwell, she's explaining her approach to Isaiah Gannon. Since she's operating outside the official capacity of the PCPD, Jordan feels she has unique leverage and flexibility. "I can move in ways the department can't," she might explain to a visibly concerned Isaiah. "No red tape, no bureaucracy, just results." Isaiah's apprehension is palpable as he contemplates all the ways Jordan's plan could backfire catastrophically. Nevertheless, he reluctantly agrees to her terms, striking a deal he hopes won't end in disaster. The foreboding sense that Jordan might be venturing too deep into treacherous waters hangs heavily in the air. Her confidence might be misplaced, as predictions suggest she's underestimating the danger she's walking into. The Quartermaine estate is experiencing its own brand of chaos as Tracy Quartermaine finds herself in a heated confrontation outside the family crypt. The property line dispute has escalated to new heights, with Martin Gray and Drew Quartermaine challenging Tracy's cease and desist order. The verbal sparring match grows increasingly hostile until Tracy, in typical Quartermaine fashion, decides to end the argument by calling law enforcement. When Harrison Chase arrives to respond to the call, the situation has deteriorated to the point where an arrest becomes necessary. The question remains: who will Chase be placing in handcuffs? Will it be Drew for trespassing or perhaps Tracy herself for making false claims? The irony of a Quartermaine being arrested on their own property would certainly add another chapter to the family's colorful history. Speaking of the Quartermaines, Brooke Lynn finds herself cornered by Lulu Spencer's ultimatum regarding a secret that could shatter multiple lives. The revelation that Brooke Lynn gave up Dante Falconeri's baby boy for adoption years ago without his knowledge has remained buried, until now. Lulu's demand is simple: either Brooke Lynn tells Dante the truth, or Lulu will do it herself. This ultimatum triggers an explosive reaction from Brooke Lynn during Monday's episode. Her rage isn't just about being backed into a corner, it's about the devastating consequences this revelation will have on everyone involved. "You think you're so righteous," Brooke Lynn might spit at Lulu, "but you have no idea what you're about to destroy." What makes this situation even more complex is that Brooke Lynn remains unaware that the child she shares with Dante grew up to become Giovanni Gio Palmieri. This bombshell remains Lois Cerullo's closely guarded secret, one she's desperately trying to protect while Ned Quartermaine's increasing curiosity threatens to unravel everything. Dante, meanwhile, approaches Maxie Jones with an urgent request, likely seeking her help in mediating the growing hostility between Lulu and Brooke Lynn. Unaware of the true nature of their conflict, Dante hopes Maxie's influence might help the women find common ground. Little does he know that he stands at the center of their dispute, and the truth could fundamentally alter his life forever. The revelation of Joe's parentage would create ripple effects throughout Port Charles. Not only would Dante discover he has a son he never knew about, but Brooke Lynn would have to face the consequences of her past decisions. The emotional fallout would be immense, affecting the Falconeri, Quartermaine, and Cerullo families in profound ways. As these storylines converge and tensions escalate, General Hospital viewers can expect dramatic confrontations, heartbreaking revelations, and potentially life-threatening situations for beloved characters. The coming episodes promise to deliver the emotional intensity and unexpected twists that have made this show a daytime television staple. Will Charlotte and Valentin escape the WSB's clutches? Can Brooke Lynn find the courage to tell Dante the truth before Lulu does? Is Jordan walking into a trap with her Jen Sidwell strategy? And who will chase arrest at the Quartermaine crypt? These questions and more will keep fans eagerly tuning in as the drama in Port Charles continues to unfold at a breathtaking pace. Next, we will learn about the issue brewing between Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan that threatens to erupt into one of Port Charles's most explosive confrontations in recent memory. The tension building between these characters has been simmering beneath the surface for months, and viewers are about to witness the inevitable explosion when all secrets come to light. The storm clouds gathering over Carly Spencer's relationship with Jack Brennan have been darkening for some time now, with General Hospital spoilers indicating an imminent revelation that will shake Port Charles to its core. When Carly eventually discovers the web of deception Brennan has spun around her and her daughter Jocelyn Jacks, the fallout promises to be nothing short of cataclysmic. As longtime viewers know, Carly's protective maternal instincts have always been her defining characteristic, earning her the well-deserved mama bear reputation that strikes fear into anyone foolish enough to threaten her children. Carly will inevitably discover everything Brennan's keeping from her down the road, confirms our inside source at the show. The revelation won't be a simple disagreement or minor betrayal, it will be a seismic event that could permanently alter multiple character trajectories. When Carly learns how Brennan has manipulated her daughter, recruited her into dangerous WSB operations, and involved her in a murder cover-up, all while romantically pursuing Carly herself, the resulting confrontation will likely rank among General Hospital's most memorable moments of the year. The layers of deception run deeper than even most viewers realize. Brennan hasn't just been keeping one secret, he's been maintaining an elaborate house of cards that includes Jocelyn's involvement in Cyrus Renault's death, the subsequent framing of Jason Morgan, and Jocelyn's secret enrollment in the WSB training program. Each of these revelations alone would be enough to trigger Carly's legendary temper, but the combined impact suggests a confrontation of unprecedented intensity is on the horizon. In a recent interview with Soap Opera Digest, actor Chris McKenna, who portrays the enigmatic Jack Brennan, shared his thoughts on his character's precarious position. When questioned about the dangerous game Brennan is playing by dating the mother of someone he's manipulating, McKenna's response was refreshingly candid and tinged with a hint of foreboding. "I don't know what the hell he's thinking. Carly is not gonna like this. Obviously, Jack is really getting in, well, I hope, not over his head." McKenna's statement reveals both his understanding of the character dynamics at play and his awareness of just how catastrophic the eventual revelation will be. The actor's uncertainty about whether Brennan might be in over his head speaks volumes about Carly's formidable reputation and suggests even Brennan himself may be underestimating the consequences of his actions. This self-awareness adds another fascinating layer to Brennan's character. Is he genuinely oblivious to the danger he's courting, or is he calculating enough to believe he can weather the storm? The complexity of Brennan's motivations makes this storyline particularly compelling. He isn't simply being deceptive for personal gain or malicious intent. According to McKenna, Brennan genuinely believes Jocelyn possesses unique qualities that make her invaluable to the WSB. Brennan has specific reasons for needing Jocelyn and believes she can fill a unique role at the WSB, our sources confirm. This raises intriguing questions about what Brennan sees in Jocelyn that others don't. What special skills or attributes does she possess that make her worth risking his relationship with Carly? This moral ambiguity creates a fascinating ethical dilemma at the heart of the storyline. McKenna elaborated on this aspect in his interview, explaining, "So, for the greater good, he has to do what has to be done, even if that means quite possibly risking his future with Carly, or betraying Carly." The concept of sacrificing personal happiness for the greater good adds depth to what might otherwise be a straightforward tale of deception. Viewers are left to wonder, is Brennan truly serving some higher purpose, or is he merely justifying his manipulative behavior through a distorted sense of duty? The most explosive element of this unfolding drama centers around Jocelyn's involvement in Cyrus Renault's death. The circumstances surrounding this event represent perhaps the most dangerous secret in Port Charles. Jocelyn's direct role in eliminating Cyrus at the cabin created a situation that forced Brennan to make a fateful decision: cover up her involvement and frame Jason Morgan instead. This choice has created a dangerous domino effect that threatens to collapse at any moment. The framing of Jason Morgan adds yet another volatile element to this already combustible situation. Jason's connections to the Corinthos organization and his long history with Carly mean that when the truth emerges, the repercussions will extend far beyond just Carly and Brennan. The potential for this revelation to ignite conflicts between multiple factions in Port Charles creates a powder keg scenario that could reshape alliances throughout the show. Adding further complexity to this tangled web is Brennan's recruitment of Jocelyn into the WSB and his insistence that she lie to her mother about entering the training program. This deception strikes at the heart of the mother-daughter relationship that has been central to both characters' development. When Carly discovers that Brennan has not only been manipulating her daughter but has actively encouraged Jocelyn to lie to her, it will be perceived as an unforgivable violation of trust on multiple levels. The timing of this eventual revelation remains uncertain, with McKenna acknowledging that there's still a long way to go in this GH storyline. This suggests that viewers may see the tension continue to build before reaching its inevitable climax. The prolonged build-up serves to heighten anticipation while allowing the writers to layer in additional complications that will make the eventual confrontation all the more dramatic. McKenna's prediction about the possible explosion that could happen at the end of this trail understates what many fans expect will be one of the most memorable confrontations in recent General Hospital history. Carly Spencer's reactions have never been subtle, particularly when her children are involved. Her protective instincts, combined with her fiery temperament and the profound sense of betrayal she'll experience, create perfect conditions for what one writer described as a mama bear explosion of epic proportions. The ramifications of this storyline extend beyond just the immediate characters involved. Jocelyn's development as a character stands at a crucial crossroads. Her involvement with the WSB, her role in Cyrus's death, and the web of lies she's been maintaining will fundamentally change her character moving forward. Will this experience harden her? Will it drive a permanent wedge between her and her mother? Or might it ultimately bring them closer together through shared adversity? Similarly, this storyline presents a defining moment for Brennan's character. His choices in the aftermath of the revelation will determine whether he's positioned as a sympathetic figure caught between duty and love or as a manipulative antagonist who prioritized his mission over the feelings of those around him. The nuanced portrayal by McKenna suggests the writers are aiming for something more complex than a simple villain narrative. For Carly, this storyline continues her pattern of being drawn to complicated men who ultimately betray her trust. The psychological implications of yet another relationship imploding due to deception could send her character in several possible directions, from hardened cynicism to renewed determination to protect her family at all costs. As this storyline continues to unfold, viewers can expect increasing tension, more near misses where the truth almost emerges, and perhaps additional complications that make the situation even more precarious. The writers appear to be carefully constructing a scenario where, when the truth finally emerges, every character involved will be forced to make difficult choices that reveal their true priorities and values. While the exact timeline remains unclear, General Hospital spoilers confirm that this revelation is indeed coming, and when it does, it will deliver the kind of high-drama moment that has kept viewers tuning into the show for decades. The combination of personal betrayal, moral ambiguity, dangerous secrets, and Carly's legendary temper creates perfect conditions for a truly memorable chapter in Port Charles history. As we continue to follow this developing storyline, one thing remains certain: when Carly Spencer finally learns the full extent of Jack Brennan's deception regarding her daughter, the resulting confrontation will be nothing short of spectacular. Stay tuned to our channel for all the latest updates as this explosive situation continues to develop, bringing you every detail of the drama that's about to rock Port Charles to its foundation.